Dish. Right, I'm trying a new set out. I just thought this might be a little bit more fun with it because I'm not actually recording this time. I'm not recording from this camera, so I thought I'd do it live. People can see as I paint, to be honest with you. So, and this is kind of it. Pop in, pop out. It's not going to be me on my own, kind of just talking to the camera. It's just literally going to be me painting. So you can ask questions as I paint, and yeah. So this is the new 40th anniversary Biker Scout. And actually no, that's the archive one. I've just literally took the guy's pictures. I've just done a quick review as well for the guy, but I want to actually just paint him up, to be honest with you. And so this is the new 40th anniversary version. And I was umming and ahhing whether to do the Commando, you know, like the full black Commando Biker Scout. But I don't know if you guys you're on Instagram. There's a guy out there called Imperial Lemon, and years ago, when we first started talking, he started doing some Imperials, like a crossover. He'd done like Bly, he'd done a few other ones as well. I think he'd done Bly, but I know he definitely done Cody as sort of like newly sort of like appointed Imperial officers. So I think Cody was like the jet troopers and stuff. And I always said to him, I tell you what would look cool would be like a Commander Fox scout trooper or something like that, like a Coruscant Guard kind of thing. So this is what I'm going to do for this guy. I'm actually going to turn him into like a Coruscant Guard shock trooper-esque figure. So that's what we're going to do today. Very similar to the line, so he's going to fall in line with the shock trooper stormtrooper, which I'll just pull him over. You know, so we're going to put him up like this. He's going to be his own sort of regiment with him, and I think he'll look pretty cool, to be honest with you. So we'll just do some extra reds down here. I'm even thinking of doing a Karma as well, and then sort of doing some extra little bits around here. That's for sure. So yeah, looking forward how he turns out. And how he turns out, we don't know. It's just in my head at the moment. So just need to get the paint. So I'm actually going to go for a flat red for this guy. I should have gone out and got some new paintbrushes, to be honest, because they're getting a bit old. So just normal flat red, what we're going to use on here, which is XF7. So this will be quite nice. And all I do is paint from the lid. I'll never actually take it out of the pot. But I hope you're well. I hope you're keeping good. Any questions, as I said, just holler up, or if you just want to have a chat, just holler. So I think I might actually do the whole torso, I think, in red. Actually, I think I might come down here. We keep that a bit white. It's kind of strange on the Stormtrooper, actually. It kind of, I just stop it at the back. So I probably would do the same with this guy, to be honest. But I'll just finish it here. Hi, Logan. How you doing? Well, mate? Not liking that T. I think I might curve it around so it joins. I think I might paint these bits black, red as well. The Grim Reaper? No. I was at work today, so I completely missed anything that was happening. The only thing I kept seeing was people comparing him to Snoke. And that was about it. Some guys dressed as him, as there was a video of him running past the main door at Westminster. Nice. Probably got arrested. Right, so let him dry for a little bit. Before going over with another coat. Hey, Philip, how you doing, mate? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining in. I think in dark grey. I think the sort of imperial colour around on the visor to break it up a little bit as well. Yeah, he didn't miss the live. The side project. Watch both what match the role. Yes, that's very true. How many of the new figures do you plan to get? We only talked about Mando yesterday. Hello there, and thanks. I'm good. Getting out all my droids. Yeah, they're looking pretty cool, mate. So for the figures that I'm looking at, quite a few, to be honest. I really do like a lot of the clone stuff. I definitely won't be getting the battle damage Grievous. I was kind of hoping that they was going to redo him, but obviously not. So definitely the Mando. Trying to think now what other ones I said. There's a lot of the Clone Wars. So yeah, Jesse and Fives, obviously. The new Ahsoka looks really cool. I'm quite happy that they're making her. So yeah, going to be quite a few good ones out there. I need to paint the gun, and that came with hard case, but I need a reference pick first. Yeah, I'm actually going to do a video. I'll probably do something similar to this. So I'm going to weather up Jesse and hard case and paint up his rotary gun. I have actually got. Who's got it? I kind of wanted to do a comparison with this, and I completely forgot when I've done the review. So obviously, it's hard cases one, which is this dude's here. These ones are actually come with the 3.75 original clone troopers from way back when. Obviously, it's a 3.75 rotary cannon, but all I did was paint it up with the silver, and it's got like a gold coppery look on here with a few chip-ins and stuff. And it did have a sort of old missile sort of launcher in there as well. You push this bit down and it shoots the missile. But look at the size comparisons to it. It's pretty much almost identical, just a little bit longer, but it's a lot thicker. So yeah, which is pretty cool. So I'll probably use this as my reference because I did a lot of reference when I was painting this one up. So the details and all that are pretty cool. So I'll probably paint this one up and give them a weathering. So I'll probably do that at a later date. Similar kind of thing. I'm kind of enjoying this kind of layout, which is pretty cool. So I'll probably do a hard case and Jesse update. And then I would do a waxer and boil because their armors are the wrong way round. So I'll be taking off the original armor and relaying it on how it should look compared. So yeah, but these ones are pretty cool on here. So which is quite nice. So let's put this over there somewhere. So I'm just painting up this guy. I just had this concept that I wanted to do for quite a long time, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm now getting around to it. It's pretty cool. Looks like the two coats of red cover the white armor. Yeah, it looks like it only would need two, to be honest, which is good. My favorite troop being a boy. Yeah, I always thought they were really cool. But for me, it's been the original Stormtrooper for me all the way through. But I've never ever liked the Snowtrooper though. That's always been my sort of like no. Okay, cool. I'll wait for the video first. Cool. The next custom I'm playing is a Jodo Kaess, which is a Boba Fett. But yeah, I know which he is. It's pretty cool. You need to show me your customs. Are you on Facebook? If you're on Facebook, join Toy Photography UK. That's run by me and Callum. And you can just go on there and just put your pictures and all that on there. So, and you'll find me on there as well if you needed to send those pictures. It's funny that Rotary came from Bootleg Company before the official company. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder what that would look like as well, to be honest with you. So he's still drying in certain places. So I'm going to actually just paint that kind of little circle. What I want to do, I'm going to do like a curvature kind of. So it's going to come up to there and then come back down again. The good thing about these as well, you never have to do it completely to as long as you've got the kind of correct shape there, because then we can add on scuffs and marks and you'll never notice that it's not identical. So we can hide that. So I'm just thinking, do you think that looks better? I think that looks better, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to actually red off Now, do you think I should red off this bit at the front so it just looks like a line, or I just do the top part up the top here? I'm thinking these bits, I think. I'm really shaky tonight. I must be nervous. Nice. Nice. Where we got to? I don't think I've ever had so many pre-orders sitting on Star Action figures in my life. I hope they don't all drop at once because I'll be skinned. That's why I get scared, because I think a lot of them are gonna just land on the same day. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried. But where Black Series hasn't been selling as much, I'm putting a little bit of faith in there that they will be around afterwards. Although I'm really struggling to find a Mara Jade at the moment. But I probably will pre-order Jesse and Fives just so I don't miss out on them. That's for sure. Fives comes out in July. Margus is in August, and Mando's next year for scheduled release. So hopefully not. Well, they're all part of waves, aren't they? So that's the different things. I'm not on Facebook, but if I ever get an account, I would join. Come on, man, get on social media. 15. All right. I think it looks all right. Looks all right so far. It's the helmet that I'm sort of thinking about. Yeah, okay. Hmm. What we got here? I focus on buying a lot of the older Legacy collection at the moment and the new Indie Retro collection. Nice. Nicey nice. Yeah, so let's have a look. Actually, I did actually make an Instagram post with all those figures as well. I'm not too sure if I'll get Malgus. If I'm saying him right, to be honest, he does look cool. Malik, I'm definitely interested in. Yeah, so for me, where are you? Where are you? Here you are. they're definitely for those ones. Yes, I mean I probably won't get the plain clone trooper. I'm probably not interested in that one. I'll probably end up picking all these. Cad Bane. I probably won't get Luke with Yoda. I don't think I'll probably bother with that one. I'll probably get Cad Bane, Mando, the Tusken. I'll probably get the Pike if it goes on discount. Definitely a Black Kazantan. He looks really cool. Yes to the Fleet Commander. No to R5D4. Don't really need him. The Obi-Wan one. If the Imperial Lady, like Rebel Spy, if she goes discount, maybe. But definitely the sister I will pick up. Obi-Wan, not really too fussed. On these ones here, so Darth Maul, I mean, I just feel like there's a little bit too much Maul coming out at the moment. So I'm a bit like, there's not enough difference from the Rebels compared to that one and this one. So I might even just skip this Maul, to be honest with you. But definitely Malik and Barrist. I can't remember her name, but yeah, definitely those two. For the Return of the Jedi line, I'll probably get Paplu, the other Ewok. Maybe Jabba the Hutt. And then probably a yes to this Luke, because this is my favourite Luke of all time. I love that Luke. So I probably will pick up that Luke, pick up that Vader, and the Return of the Jedi Endor Trooper. For the Bad Batch, they can sit on the shelf and decay away. I'm not interested in any of the colours at all. I just don't like them. Maybe Amiga if she goes cheap, but yeah, 100% I'm not interested in those ones. Just didn't like the colour, didn't like the series or anything. Let's catch up. Hello, what's this design? It's going to be a Shock Trooper, Scout Trooper. Shock Trooper, Scout Trooper. But with a little bit of a twist, I think. So it's probably about 20% complete. It needs another coat before I get into it more. Did you buy Revan? No, I haven't. Or Revan, sorry. I haven't bought Revan. And he would go with Malik, that's for sure. But yeah, I haven't. Sorry, I keep hitting the unit with my foot. That's why it's a shaky cam. Right, so let's add another cover on here. Let's go from the pot, the actual lid's drying out. Mm-hmm. I'm going to line a little bit there. Oh well, not to worry. I've got my cocktail sticks ready. Mm-hmm. No worries, dude. You take care. Have a good evening. Boop, boop, boop. Looking good. We've got down here. I wish Hasbro would give us a TK Trooper from the Bad Batch. It seems like no brainer, but Hasbro are dealing with here. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, when they're going to do it? Because they were in season 1 as well, wasn't they? Those troopers. Was they? I'm sure they were like towards the end. They did introduce them, so they've been going around for a little while. But they always just seem to be really slow. I mean, they're doing all these Book of Boba Fett's, and it's like they go loads and loads of Boba Fett's, but then they don't give us like the actual Book of Boba Fett look at all. You know, so it's just so annoying in those ways. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sort of thought. I thought they just brought them back at the end, but yeah. I mean, there's so much stuff. I mean, Hasbro are doing really well. I mean, what they've just released and what's coming out. I mean, a lot of those figures. I mean, for a long time, I'm sort of happy that there's some figures coming out. But I just feel like they missed the opportunity on repaints. You know, why do they keep bringing out the carbonized version? Not the carbonized. Well, they actually no, they still brought out the Return Jedi carbonized thing, the collection edition, and also the sort of Christmas ones. Like, if they got rid of that and just brought out 6 clone troopers of different regiments, they would just fly. They would just literally just go so fast. Why they don't do it, I don't know. And they'll do all these other stupid things that you can't really put in your collection. You can't put in any of those other sort of collections that we got going. You know, there's no. What are you going to do with the Christmas ones? Like, put them on the shelf? They won't fit in. The knee pads are a nice touch. Thank you so much. Like design. Thank you. Thank you. Still got to do the head yet. I'm just going to do the body, let it dry out. Don't get me. Yeah. Why they done that, I have no idea. Why they do the Christmas ones, no idea. And why they do the collection. I mean, they've got so many figures out there. Why incorporate these stupid looking colours of figures that you can't put in your collection. Like, it doesn't make sense, in my opinion, especially when it comes to Star Wars. I understand doing a special edition type thing, but when it's like just random color schemes for random figures, I mean, what do you do with them? I mean, I guess the collection ones are just to put on the wall. Don't take them out of the box. I don't know, but I'd rather six clones, all exactly the same actual figure, but then they just put in all these different clone armors and easy pickups. Yeah, I don't think I've ever. Well, I haven't picked up a carbonized. If I was, it would have been that Sith Trooper right at the beginning. But that's it. I wouldn't have picked up any other one. That's my arm. So this is the fake leggings that I use. I'm actually thinking about putting a karma around him. So that goes underneath here. So it's like a proper traditional sort of clone trooper-esque with these bits sort of hanging down over the top of it. So what I'll probably do is cut these here and then I can slide it up underneath. So and then paint this little bit, this tiny little bit in there, paint that red. Yeah, he's looking all right. We're going to add some chippings and all that on afterwards, so he's not going to look as so red. But yeah, I think he's looking pretty cool. I'm thinking at the top here, I'm going to do this bit as a sort of like the Imperial Grey, just over the top of this. Probably try and put in a couple of those squares and do the red mohawk, a bit like the Stormtrooper has, just so they sort of fall in line under the same regiment. And then maybe do like the red lines, like 3 red lines over the top of that bit, I think, just to break up enough. And maybe red all around on this back bow. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that will go down well. All right. So, I mean, obviously, this retooling of the Mandalorian. Do you think it's like a new way that they're going to start doing figures now? Like, I mean, we're getting a retooled final dual Luke Skywalker as well. So, would you rebuy old figures that are being retooled? Like, if they brought out another Imperial kind of Royal Guard with a new body, would you get it? Like, I mean, they did retool them, the Stormtroopers originally and the Clone Troopers as well. So, I mean, do you reckon a retooled original trilogy? Sort of, I mean, they can't do Leia again. She's had about 9 releases on that figure. So, okay. So what I'm going to use here is Ocean Grey 2 RAF XF82. So it's a nice grey on here. And it'd be very similar to the actual colours that are already used on the actual figure itself. I don't know what it is with this paint, but it always sinks to the bottom. So you get like this sort of watery bit at the top. There we go. Hi, Jacob. How you doing, mate? I'm very good, thank you. Well, I've got a pair. Oh, look, I've got red on my fingers. I'm just putting red over the actual figure itself. Ah, Jacob, I'm good. On Friday, I bought a McFarlane figure, the Flash, Michael Keaton Batman. Nice. Most of his figures are mixed bag for me. This one's surprising. Yeah, I keep looking at that figure and it just looks a little bit. I think it's like the torso area just kind of doesn't look quite right. But it might be better like when you actually hold it in person. But some of the pictures I've seen, it just looks a little bit weird. But yeah, I mean, I've got a few of the. I think you can just see them there. Some of the McFarlane figures. I'm more of traditional comics. I really do like Superman, so I'm looking forward to like Steel and a few of the other sort of like Supermans that are out there. I probably will be picking up the repainted Hush Superman to replace this one. But I've got the free Joker Batman as well, which I painted up as well in the past. So I do like them. It's just a shame that the size comparisons are a lot different compared to what we do collect, which is unfortunate. But hey, you can't have everything, can we? I put a little bit too much paint up here. It's kind of splodged out, so I'm going to have to wait for it to dry and get some cocktail sticks. I don't know what I've done with them, actually. They are around somewhere. Are you going to pick up the full range, or is it just literally just the Batman? You're going to pick up the Batmobile, actually. The Batmobile looks pretty cool. That's one thing I think I might pick up. I won't pick it up, but it would be ideal, actually. But it's just too big. I have nowhere to put it. But it is definitely the best Batmobile, isn't it? The Michael Keaton one. I was doing a comparison. I was just doing a review. This is the the Bandai edition of the figure. Absolutely, just not that great at all. Yeah, I mean, I only got it because I wanted the bike as well. But I know people do like these Bandai kits, but yeah, I mean, especially like the shoulder joints and stuff on that. I mean, look at it; it just looks horrendous, just awful. So I'm glad I got the newer ones. Ooh. Whoa. I mean, I did originally pick up the Jedi Fallen Order one, hopefully to turn it into an original Biker Scout, but it doesn't have the pouches on here. So even if you took the harness off, you can't do it, unfortunately. So, but I still have the original one here, which was, I don't know if it was the archive or not, but Papa Gord, and the other YouTuber, he sent this to me because I didn't have an original Biker Scout. So, yeah, I'm happy that he did send it over. So really much appreciated on that. Really cool. Right. I hate to say it, but I think I might have to do another red. I have to do another coat of red on the armour. McFarlane fans are weird proportions. That's their thing. I usually write more about their articulation, but the guy have articulation in spades. How many Todd Batmans can you put in a high kick? Yeah, that's the one thing as well for me. It's like the articulation in the legs, like that ratchet kind of thing that they got going on. It just looks really odd. I don't know why. I mean, I would understand probably like 6 years ago, maybe, if they came out, but they do look like quite old figures. Like, they don't look great. That's the thing with the McFarlane ones. I'm thinking about picking up the Flash figure. I like Finn's costume, Justice League one, but sure, the others, Batmobile is really tempting, but I don't have any really space for it. Yeah, that's the thing about just some of those big things that we want. The Batmobile is massive. I mean, there is a new Flash coming out, but to me, comics are more to my thing. And there's a Flash coming out, which is like the really sort of like a original looking costume one, or what I feel is the Flash outfit. But I don't know. I just, when I see them and they're only £20, and they normally go down to about 15, like really quickly, I still just go, nah, I don't want it. But I would love to have the original Justice League, actually, like a cool Wonder Woman, the Flash. Oh, maybe. I just looked at the estimated release dates on the figures I've ordered, and it looks like 3 are dropping in June, 4 in July, and they stick to the estimate. Yeah, I mean, that'd be funny. Like, sometimes how quick do they drop? Nice. Did the same to a Kaess red and clear varnish to seal it. It looks like your Stormtrooper. Nice. Yeah. So the Stormtrooper is actually a different red. It's actually the X7 red. It comes up quite glossy. And I do like my figures being glossy. I do like armored figures being gloss. But I just thought I'm going to try this because obviously I'm going to dirty him up quite a bit as well. A bit of soot and other bits on there. So, yeah, I think having just flat red on him will look a bit better, but he does need another coat. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The gloss will look very satisfying on the scalp. It probably will do. Yeah. Don't make me double think. When the Jedi Ruins Boba Fett upgrade video coming, I've done Scorch, so technically should be next. It's Flashpoint Barry Allen, Flashpoint Comet, and that one I'm buying for sure. Oh, nice. If they release classic Wally West and Jay Garrick Flash, I'll buy them too. Nice. Yeah. See, Flash for me. Well, I mean, a lot of the DC ones, it's mainly Batman for me that I sort of care about. I remember hiring the Flash, like the 80s kind of early 90s Flash from Blockbuster way back when. Mm-hmm. There we go. That red looks a lot better now. Or do you think I should put the red on? Do you reckon I should make it glossy? Because looking at it wet, it looks pretty cool. What do you think? Should I keep it flat red or should I go glossy red? Grew up with Wally West and Justice League cartoons, so he's my Flash. But I like Barry and Jay. So there's going McFarlane Batman for Night 4 comics. So I'm interested in that too. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of I mean, for me, it is just weird, isn't it, where some things just hit that nostalgia kind of sort of like pull. You know, for you, it's like the Flash. I think for me, it would be like the death of Batman, death of Superman, which they're sort of heading into. So I'll probably will pick up a few of them, and just to have those sort of like, was it 4 or 5 other Supermen on the shelf, like Steel and Superboy and all those sort of ones. So I look forward to having those. I can't remember if they actually confirmed Cyborg Superman or not. And if they did, that's another one I'll definitely pick up. As long as he looks like the traditional Cyborg Superman. What is going on with this red? It's like marking. Right, okay. So it looks like the grey's still drying. It's taking its time on that one. So I'm going to add a little bit more red. And then once he's all dry, we'll go around with a cocktail stick and line up all the sort of splodges and other bits that we've gone over the top with. Or me, not you guys. It's me. Dope. looks a little bit dodgy on there, but I'll straighten that up in a minute. There we go. We'll let that dry, and then I'll tidy it up afterwards.
Back questions. Do you use anything to make paint stay on the figure, not to rub off when interacting with them? So when I'm painting it, I'm very careful. So this bit up here, it's dry, but obviously if I sort of like scratch it or anything, it's going to come off. And some paints are slightly different to others. So you normally find flat paint, which is normally like these ones here, and it has like XF on it, so that stands for the flat, chip very easily. I've used the gloss ones in the past. This one here with the red, just the normal standard X with no XF, which is this, and it's actually a lot harder to not chip, but it still will chip if you really kind of scratch it, just like that. But then I kind of like it that it sort of like chips over time. I haven't sealed this one, but if you wanted to seal, which I probably will do with this one afterwards, I use this from Halfords. It's a matte lacquer spray. It's just a sealant which you'll find just in the normal aisles and stuff like that. I did try and find one in Homebase, but they were sold out. So this works fine, and it's just a matte version of it. So it'll just look exactly how it is, just with a nice little coating of that. Once that's on there, it'll be waterproof. You won't be able to scratch it. The only way you would be able to sort of take it off is by getting some acetone, like nail varnish remover, and then putting it on there and then taking it off. So yeah, so when you're painting, just be really careful. It will chip. You will touch the other bits, so you'll probably forget that you've painted certain areas. You know, my hand's covered in a little bits of red, but yeah, just take your time, and that's it. I'm not too sure if I like this around its. What do you think? You think that's all right? I suppose it'll do, won't it? I think it'll look better there. I kind of want to get the similarities there, so I was actually going to think about doing the whole red over the top of there. But then where do you stop? So I think it's probably the best place for it to initially look. So just using a cocktail stick, just going around now to like trim everything into place. I did have a cocktail stick, I've lost it. And sometimes if you get to like tricky things like doing these little squares, just do big massive blobs, let it dry, and then get your cocktail stick to come along. So I'm more precise with a cocktail stick than drawing little squares. So do a big, not a massive blodge, but obviously just enough in that kind of area that you need to do. Let it dry, and then get your cocktail stick, and you can actually like just sort of like square it off yourself by drawing it. So now they actually look better rather than just get rid of that bit a little bit. And yeah, now they're more squared off. So you've got like a line as well. Just splurge over it a little bit more, and then you can just go, oh, I've done too much there. With your cocktail stick, just peel away and making it straight. Just like so. So we're going to let's make this a little bit nicer. Oh, so there he is, looking all right, not too shabby. So what I want to do now is cut these parts just inside. So it lifts up. Ugh. Right in there. Just taking out a chunk there, so it's a little bit thinner. Here we go. Well, I'm that. Well, this is the thing with me. I'll pick things up and then I'll pull it down, and I'm like, yeah. Right, that's mind blowing. Oh, there it is. It's in my tea towel. Oh, we got to say thanks a lot. Wasn't sure. Want to use for customs. Yeah, so yeah, just use any paints. I mean, I'm not being funny, but just literally go along and just practice. You can't really damage unless you really splodge over on paint and really sort of like, say you splodged over on paint, let it dry. Once it's dry, you can chip it off quite easily, unless it gets into like really tiny grooves, then use a little bit of acetone. But if you try removing it before it dries, you're more than likely that it's going to rub into the plastic and it's going to dye the plastic. So yeah, just let it dry and then you can sort of get rid of it over the top. Are you thinking about buying multiple new announced Phase 2 clone troopers for customs, especially since they are now real heads? Maybe. Like, the only reason I picked up like the Fordo is because they were like £13. I actually bought some from a website before because he had quite a few damaged boxes, so I picked them up from him. But the only reason I picked up loads of the others because they went to cheap. You know, it was cheaper to buy them from Zavi than it was to buy a knockoff clone trooper. So that's why I started doing a lot of Phase 1 ARC troopers. So if I don't think it will go down in price. But if they did go down in price, then I would pick up some. I just don't really like paying full price for a custom. I have done for this one here. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I went to a local town to me, which is Faversham, and they actually had. It's the first time I've seen sort of like Black Series out and about, and so I purchased one of these off him because it was just a local store that I wanted to support. So I went and purchased one from there. But I wouldn't necessarily pay full price unless I really wanted to make a custom. Actually, saying that, I did pay full price for Axe Waves as well for the Predator custom, but it turned out pretty cool, to be honest. So I'm quite glad that I did it. You've made me try painting Star Wars Black Series. I made you, did I? But I'm glad you started. Which figures have you started to paint? Mr. Teddy Bear.
Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to give him a skirt. What I need is a ruler. Do you know, my ruler's in the other room for when I was doing the dioramas. Okay, so technically I might have something else. So we should scour the fodder box. I've actually got an Obi-Wan body still, so I can still do another custom at one point, but another sort of Jedi or whatever. Okay, so I have actually got. Actually, I probably could just paint these, couldn't I? I mean, this is Captain Rex. I haven't used these for a long, long time. So what I'm thinking of doing is just giving them. Yeah, what I can do is just cut that off. It makes me sad that I bought 2 Captain Rexes and my first ever, because it was only £8 and I didn't realise back then, you know, it was just, you could pick up Captain Rex for £8. So I just kind of just assumed that it was cheap. So I picked up a couple of Rexes, let alone that he would start going for 200 quid or whatever. Okay, so I'm just going to try and play this a little bit. Obviously, I will paint it red, but just thinking getting that up, that coming down. I think that would look all right, wouldn't you? And that's red, and looking pretty cool. Maybe if I bring that around, we can go underneath this bit actually. To about there, I think that'll look pretty cool. Yeah, we'll do that. We will do that. So we'll paint these up red. Give it that. Teddy. Star Wars Black Series boss and fixer are now waiting for Scorch. Nice. I actually did the Scorch yesterday. I'll do a video a little bit more up close, but yeah, this is what it's looking like now. Just looking a little bit better with all the yellow as well around on the back. So yeah, stay tuned for that video if you need and use my guides. So we'll get that skirt, or maybe to wear mink karma. Yeah, I know. The first figure I painted on the first Beskar Mandalorian are watching your custom video. Nice. Yeah. I can't remember the first figure that I upgraded. I think it maybe was Return Jedi Boba Fett, I think, or Mando, one or the other. What's your top 3 Star Wars characters? Characters or figures? Characters. Then my favorite is the big and hairy Chewbacca.
It reminds me quite a lot of me, to be honest with you. Hairy for sure, but I like his sort of loyalties and sort of things as well. I just feel like he so gets sort of like left out. He didn't get a medal. He didn't get a cuddle from Lear when Han died. So there's a lot of things, but yeah, Chewie is my favourite character. Luke as well. I hate to say it, but I am a fanboy for Luke. He is one of my favourites. And another one. Ket Fisto. I love Ket Fisto as my characters. For figure-wise, still number one, so easily to this day, is the traditional Stormtrooper. You cannot beat this figure. He's so cool. He's great articulation. He's got everything there. Honestly, it's just a really good figure. Easy to pose, looks great, and yeah. But for Star Wars figures as a top 10, do you know, I can't even remember what I put in my top 10 on the video, to be honest. I'm just going to say for now, my top figures. It's always going to be a Stormtrooper, but at the moment, I'm enjoying the Clone Troopers as well, especially the Arc Troopers. I enjoy painting them, and I enjoy sort of like taking pictures of them. They're really good, sort of like movability and stuff are in there, pretty cool. What else? I wish Darth Vader was better. That's for sure. I'll probably even still say Ahsoka, the Mandalorian Ahsoka. She is really, really good. Like, again, another good figure to pose, just stand there, take pictures with. Like, it's a really good figure. I want to do a Commander Obi-Wan Kenobi custom Attack of the Clones body and an Obi head, but I don't know what you're at. The circle. This is on his chest. Hold the robe. Obi head, but I don't know what. Oh, okay. So you haven't got the original figure. I'm not too sure what size what they would look like. It might look a little bit over the top, but if you've got the robe and you want to put the robe in the right place, like the little flat disc Lego pieces, which are normally like a cookie. I'm not too sure if they're too big, but you could probably put those on there. But just think of something small, flat, a bit like that kind of sort of piece to just glue that robe into that certain place. And especially being Lego, you could get a bit of Dremel as well and just put a little U shapes at the top and bottom if you wanted that robe to go through it. That should be fine. I think that those two little brackets would be the right size, actually. Actually, it might be a little bit smaller. But have a look. Lego pieces are brilliant. Just putting things on and painting it and stuff. Rolando, how you doing? Rolando, should I say. Red is my colour. Here he is. He is pretty red. I'm in the original Stormtrooper mold of the Rogue One mold. I prefer the Rogue One mold rather than the... Oh, yeah, 100%. The new mold is a lot better. So this figure here is a custom new mold that I've done. It's not the old version. So yeah, because I went back through, started repainting and making my own customs of the Stormtroopers that come out in the older mold. So that's why I made this Shock Trooper. And I couldn't pick up the original Shock Trooper. I think it was like 50, 60 pounds at the time. And I was like, no, thank you. I prefer the Rogue One mold. Favourite characters are Luke, Darth Vader, R2D2, who is the GOAT of the Star Wars. Yeah, good old R2D2. Are you going to be, well, I suppose as being your favourite character, you're going to pick up the new moulded astromech. I'm quite glad though that they've actually got another astromech coming out as well, which is Grief Karga's droid. So looking forward to that. I'm hoping they're about the same size or not a much difference to my Bandai kits. That's the big thing, because I haven't actually got an original astromech Star Wars Black Series figure. They're all Bandai kits. So let's hope. Mm-hmm. Here's a video idea: Captain Rex on a new clone body. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't necessarily it be a sort of like a video on that, but I don't know. I mean, I don't even think Captain Rex would look that good on the new mold. I kind of like the old figure, and it's not even that bad. I mean, maybe it's just his legs, but to this day, actually, even then, he would still be probably one of my top tier figures, to be honest with you. But yeah, I wonder how he would look on the new mold. He just looks a little bit too gangly. Even though they are all clones, I think Captain Rex looks good on the older body. Hey, Mr. B, hope you're doing well. Hello. There was a photo of this new R2D2 next to the new Luke floating around the internet. Wasn't like the best picture, but it seemed like the size is okay. Yeah, I saw that picture too, actually. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I just want to see someone do a review on the R2D2, but also size comparisons if they have like the Bandai kits and so forth. If it's just like a little fraction out, I'll be happy. And then it can stop me sort of like, well, it won't stop me customizing R2 units, but any new ones that come out that I haven't painted, I'll be happy to pick up. Okay, so that's one done. Need to update bodies on past commanders. Yes, 100%. I don't think Captain Rex drastically needs it, but let's just say Cody drastically needs it. He's in dire needs of an updated body, and so is Gree. They are awful. Gree has an automatic head release, just like the film. As soon as you turn him more than 90 degrees, his head pops off. Cody has legs made of gummy worms, which is just awful. I mean, Wolf is okay, but his arms really lack that articulation. Bly, I think Bly's not too bad, to be honest. I think he's fine. But with this, all they got to do, because Apo that I picked up from which they literally have Bly on the new body. That's all they got to do is the knockoffs have just got to paint it like Bly, and they've already nailed it, because they've already got. Or is it Bo? Is it Bo? I think with the range finders or the vibro binoculars. So yeah, they're technically already done it. There we go. That's his skirt done. Think ever get update first. Order body. Am I being? Oh, think the first order body, as in like the troopers, they did get a slight update, didn't they? But it wasn't that great. Weren't much difference to it. Bly used the same body as Rex. I think he does. I just feel like his elbows are slightly better though. Any of the recent live stream figures on your shopping list? Yeah, I've already gone through pretty much most of the clone troopers, apart from the phase 2 plain clone. I just don't. I've got the bootleg version. Why would I want to go out that way? And Black Xantan, Mando, definite. I know Black Xantan was already sort of released, but the droid, Grievous's droid, whatever it is, Ahsoka, yeah, for sure. There's a few others as well. So, after I look on the Instagram, literally, there's so many. I haven't gone through Callum yet. The Bad Batch ones can just go. Kylie Monday, Jesse Fives for sure. Pretty much most of the Mando wave. So Cad Bane, or the Book of Boba Fett. So Cad Bane, Mando, Tusken, the Pike, Black Xantan. the Fleet Commander Mandalorian, yes, and probably the other sister, Malek, Barriss. I'm not too fussed about Darth Maul or Grievous and that other Sith Lord one. I don't know, that really huge looking thing, but maybe, you know, if there's nothing else I really want, then perhaps I might get him. The pickers are floating around IG. Have you seen that pick up the Mandalorian where they're possibly a sibling team, guy, girl? I'm making them as we speak. I think the Death Watch, they got the marking on her shoulder. Oh, yes. It's like a orange. It's like a green and blue, and she's got like they got like a silver T visor, isn't they? I'm sure I have. Pick is floating around. Opposite Rex is using modified body Bly. I may be wrong. No, because Rex was first before Bly. Has anyone played Jedi Survivor yet? I haven't. Not really too fussed at the moment. It's too much. Force was made of Force found the Clone Wars Darth Maul in the wild retail. Very nice. And orange, yes. Oh, he's orange. Yeah, I remember there's like, yeah, they look pretty cool. There's a fellow on Instagram called UK Customs or Customs UK, and he always makes Mandalorians, and I think he's done them already. Might be 3.75. Right, so that's kind of like drying out, looking all good. This dries really quickly because it's on material. So let's just put the pot away. We have got super glue. So you're going to watch me glue my fingers live. So what we want to do is peel this right up. And I'm going to hook it around underneath here first. So I'm just going to have to see where this is going to go. So it's the only thing with this super glue, you've got to act super fast. Just peel that up. And I kind of want it just to go underneath that butt flap. She's got this little butt flap here. So I think about there would be pretty cool. So nice little dob. And lucky enough, around just underneath here, we've actually got a tiny little bit where we can put glue. So we just peel it up there. And then just drop that down. Same again. God, this side's been really fiddly.
There we go. We've got like a shock type esque biker scout. So I'm just going to do a little bit more red. Actually, I probably won't even bother because I'm going to add some weathering and stuff on it now. So just make all this around here. Tidy it up a little bit. Actually, I might even make those white inside. Shock Scout, indeed. Ever thought of making update Django use Death Watch body and Return Jedi Boba Fett chest overlay? No, I haven't. I think it's just, I mean, I suppose you could if you really wanted to make a whole new Django Fett. It probably would be all right. His boots are slightly different now, aren't they? I'm surprised I still haven't used the Death Watch on Boba mold for Django 2.0. Yeah, I mean, will they do it? They have to think of a different scenario to do it, wouldn't they? Like, oh, this is Django from such and such sort of thing. I think the Mando fleet commands at the beginning. Maybe. I mean, they probably will. I mean, the only way Django will come out again, I would 100% it'll be an archive release. Will they update the body? No. Unless Django comes out in something else, I don't think they would rush to make another Django, that's for sure. Okay, so I think he's looking not too shabby. Is this? I'm not too sure on the face, you know. What do you guys think? I don't know if I like this. Do you think I should get rid of that? How about a comic book Django and publisher program? Yeah, I mean they might do, but then again, even the publisher things they're all like reused again, aren't they?
Reused but tweaked. Sergeant Krill and Mike both came out to publish program, but are using existing molds to tweak. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. But I think with like Django Fett, it would really need like a really sort of like whole new body. Mm-hmm. All right, and there we go.
How do you like the new Clone Trooper skins? Yeah, they're brilliant. Honestly, really enjoying. Well, actually, I'll say I'm enjoying it. Getting a bit pissed off a bit lately, but it's only because we've had quite a few bad games. But yeah, loving it. I think it's really cool that they put all this new Star Wars stuff in it, and especially the clones. I mean, we've got 501st, 212, Ahsoka's, Wolfpack, Plain Clone. I mean, it's Darth Maul, Anakin, Padme. There's loads of characters that they put into it. So yeah, like really pretty cool. And there's more to it as well. It's going on for 3 weeks, and apparently that there might be Mace Windu as well and Palpatine as well. I've heard. Right, I think he's looking pretty good. Just gonna get my gun down marker, so I'm just gonna sort of like just score a few lines. Damn.
Especially design teams need a tip or two how to make new characters from tweaking, retooling, and repainting existing figures. They can transform guys they have there in the little. They can ask the transformer guys that they have there. But the thing is, I find what they do with the teams, they don't seem to like collaborate very well with each other. They always seem to be wanting to outdo each other, which is always a bit weird. You know, you have things that work in one thing, and then another team will go off making brand new stuff, and they just don't do it. What are we thinking? Does that look all right? Maybe I should add some extra light. I don't think I actually put any black on the. I think what I might do is just put him down, and then I'll put this here. Oops. I'll just move my wires down for a sec. Put that like so. That should be all right. Just take this down now. I don't need it. Ooh. So I still need to put a matte coat over the top of it. I literally just gave him this gun just for the sake of it. But here we go. Brand new Shock Trooper, Scout Trooper. Ready to fight. What you think? Unless I hit the bit on there. Actually, we can have a quick ganders. This. There we go. Put that in there. Don't know what gun to actually give him. What gun do you reckon he would use? I'll put him in. It's just a scout trooper, but like a shock trooper. I reckon. There you go. And then if I make me smaller, oh look, there's me and Callum's thing. It's weird that I can't do that one. You can tell I have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, there we go. So just a shock trooper that I've put him in part of, painting him up and everything like that to coincide. And that's pretty much it. I don't know why I can't make it larger, but we'll just put him a little bit closer. I hope you guys like. I've actually got to sort this one out as well. Look, his head just literally just keeps falling off. So I'll just get some glue and do that, and we'll close it down. So if you've got any questions, time to say, because I'm going to come off. Thanks for joining in, though. It's been really much appreciated. A lot of you have been coming in asking questions and stuff. It's been quite good. So I might actually redo this again at a later date. Maybe we do a few more customs this kind of way, especially wax and boil AliExpress ones, and hard case and Jesse as well. We'll give him just a bit of weathering, change their armor a little bit, and then we'll repaint his rotatory cannon and stuff like that. So we'll do another little one like that. Won't be as long as this. Like, this is 2 hours. But yeah, so thank you so much. It looks good. Thank you. Amazing work. Thank you, Teddy Bear. Excellent, especially the skirt. Yeah, that's right. Definitely. Quite nice with squadron everything. As I said, shock trooper. What clone custom would you do in the future? I'm not too sure. I've got 3 ARC troopers to do, so I might do some of those. I'm really thinking more crossovers, because I just enjoy doing the crossovers rather than making up some new ones. And I have got an Echo Phase 2 ARC. Now I've always kept it on the side just in case they don't do a 5s, and they have done a 5s. So maybe one of the Rancor squad that I might do. So that'll probably be one of the ones I'll do in the future. It's just a case getting around to doing it. I do enjoy doing it still, but it's just a case getting around to actually physically sit down, record, edit and stuff like that. It does take quite a lot of while, because this isn't my full-time job. I wish it was. I have a full-time job, plus I've got a lot of other things going on as well at the same time. So I'm trying to do it as a hobby rather than I need to do it. But 100% the Boba Fett upgrading will be coming. Gregor would be nice. Yeah, I would need a Republic Commando body for sure for that one. But yeah, we'll see further down the line. So anyway, I'll call it off there. Thank you so much for all you guys for joining, and don't forget to comment down below. You can subscribe, ding the bell, follow me on Instagram as well. And I will be doing You can join the channel as well for 99p or 99 cents. It's really highly appreciated as well, because I will be doing some sort of like member content in the future, especially like the upgrading. I might make that as a member only, not as the video, but the behind the scenes like this, I will make members only. Once I get a few members up there, then it'll become a members only channel thing. Got an idea, like the movie Castaway, but with a stormtrooper as a survivor of a crash-landed Imperial capital ship on an uninhabited jungle planet. Thinking of making customs like that. That sounds pretty cool. You know, sort of like, not the Mandalorian stormtroopers, but I know what you mean. Sort of like there's like bits are cracked off, and they're just kind of still like stormtroopers, but their armor's still just holding it together. That would look pretty cool. Facetic, thank you very much, mate. Yeah, it's all finished and done. Now Mr. Stormtrooper's got a jungle buddy they can hang out with. So yeah, all done and dusted. So thank you all so much, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.